Hold up. Hey. Hot topic.
I can't focus. All I can say is, yeah. and he ain't lying. Facts. All right, man. This is our hot topic for tonight, man. We just need your opinions on this. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody knows for real. But scientists got ideas. At what point in our history do you believe dinosaurs existed? They ain't fake. There's bones everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They got full bones put together in museums and stuff like that, and they got different types. So at what point in our history do we believe dinosaurs existed? I'm saying this from the biblical sense because they doesn't talk about dinosaurs. The closest thing you hear about a dinosaur in the Bible is something called a Leviathan. One thing out of 66 books, even in the lost ones, ain't nothing in there. You know what I'm saying? Even in the lost ones that people like, ain't nothing in there. And the ones people like Enoch and all that, ain't in there. So what do you think? The bones exist. The remains exist. But before you go, brother, and for anybody in the comments chime in, I'm going to say what Google says. Say dinosaurs lived about 165 to 180 million years from 2030 and 2045 million years ago. It say the key periods, it was the Triassic period, Jurassic period, Cretaceous period. And then it said the location they live across all continents, which were moving from the supercontinent of Pangea. You don't know what that is. All the continents were connected in the past. That's why they all seem to fit together, because they did. They all fitted together back in the day, if you don't know about history, a.k.a. science. Extinction. The dinosaurs went extinct about 66 million years ago, but modern birds are recognized as descendants of certain dinosaurs. And then it say the rule duration. Dinosaurs ruled the planet for roughly 165 years, significantly longer than modern humans have existed. Okay. Mr. Davis, what are your thoughts?
Hey, you know what's crazy about this question, bro? When I first got saved eons ago, this is the first question I asked that pastor.
As you should.
I'm like, hey, bro, this scope sound crazy as ever, but
what you think about this, Doc?
Doc? What are dinosaurs at? Because if the earth was void and Adam named all the animals, where was these one words? Like I see the bones, but I know how we make stuff and be like, it's bones down in St. Louis Zoo that they didn't put together. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I guess I would be naive. I don't know if they was as big as what we see from Jurassic Park and all that. And I know this may seem like a crazy topic, but
maybe.
But I would say, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is one of them ones like, I see crocodiles and alligators, and then I know
what's a crocodile? That's a white crocodile.
Crocodile.
That boy said crocodile.
Crocodile. You gonna talk about my? I don't say nothing about.
I know crocodiles have ethnicities.
If they did, they'd be one word dials because they're in Africa. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I don't know.
My answer is
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Obviously existed. The way I can put it in my mind, you know, they say that the earth was void and formless when God spoke. Well, maybe it was void because it was after the Ice Age. Maybe that's it. You know, that's
right.
That's the only way I can piece it in, because they obviously was frozen. That some of them still frozen now. You know what I'm saying? They find a new one frozen every year, you know, with more of it put together than before. So you got that. So an ice age obviously happened. You know what I'm saying? And the ice age and the flood ain't the same thing. The flood ain't had nothing to do with ice. There's also been documented proof that the flood did happen. So, you know, I don't know. But
I'll put it, if you go biblical sense, you had giants back in the day, and that's why you see your 7-footers descendants of. So when you said that about the birds, that would make sense. You know what I mean? This one of those rabbit hole ones that, look, I love Jurassic Park. You know what I mean? Too. That mug it and just the dinosaur theory period. Yeah, just the dinosaur theory period. You dig what I mean? But I don't know, man. Like I don't know. It's just like I don't believe we came from chimps and apes. Like we didn't no, we didn't do that. we that, that evolution chart, like, nah, that ain't we ain't came from no monkeys. So
We did not.
I don't know, bro. Like this is just
Because
one of
our
them
skin is
questions.
brown does not mean we came from monkeys.
Bro, don't get me started. Don't get me started because we'll get canceled tonight.
It's just melanation. I'm sorry. It's all it is. But nah, man, I mean, it's a very interesting topic, man, because I think we in the church don't talk about this. We just talk about everything else. You know, the things we don't understand, we just avoid instead of talking about it. And if you look at the Old Testament, man, people had questions. You ask, and God may be like, you know, ain't for you know right now. Sit down somewhere. That might be the answer. You know, you may not know till you get to heaven. I don't know. You know, all I know, there's bones, and all I know is frozen half bodies. Some of it's dead. You know, you just see it. You know, you've seen it in every continent, not just in Africa. You see it everywhere. Right. It's been all across America, all across the place. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's pyramids everywhere. I mean, that's interesting too. You know,
beyond, bro. That beyond. So I mean, I could see it because look at the whales in the ocean. Those things are huge. So who's to say? You know what I mean?
I mean, the closest thing that look like it now is that it's the not iguana. It's like a walking snake. That joint.
I know what you're talking about. The big joint. I can't think of
big boy.
I know the big iguana.
That'll take one of us down. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with them.
Gila monster. That's what it is.
What is
Did
it?
I say it right? Gila monster. That big. Yeah. Look it up.
We both know what one word know what you're talking about.
I bet you that's what it is. I'm putting something on that one.
Gila monster. Okay. I don't know.
All right.
That boy finna look it up now.
Gila monster. It starts with a G. Gila monster. Yeah, that's exactly
that ain't what I'm talking about though. That is a such thing.
Yeah, but you just looked at me like I ain't know what I'm talking about.
No, I believe a Gila monster is a such thing. Not the thing we talking about though. It's
Komodo dragon.
There it is. Not a Gila monster. Komodo dragon. There you go.
Okay, there we go.
That's what I was talking about.
Brother.
That's what I was talking about. But at the end of the day,
this is why black folks don't have these conversations.
We don't know. We argue about something that's here. We talking about Gila monsters and
that ain't what I'm talking about.
We talking about. But we're like, hold on, dog. You need to change your tone with me.
Right. Let me look stupid on TV.
You know what I'm saying? Like you been a Komodo. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I found that mug. No, I don't know. All jokes aside, I don't know. I don't know.
One, to be honest, I saw one in the wild Komodo dragon. I don't want no problem. No problem.
Yeah, that is the closest thing to look like a dinosaur, though.
Yeah, that joint look like an actual dinosaur. Maybe it's one bird. I think.
I ain't saying no more animal names, brother. This is not. I'm
this
done.
This is not Animal Planet. This is not black guys named animals.
I am not Adam. I'm Rob.
They do not the same podcast show. Black guys named animals.
Right.
It'll be a bunch
I already
of we don't
couldn't
know.
say crocodile, so I'm done, bro.
Yeah, that man had a derogatory term for a crocodile. I didn't know it. Albino crocodile.
They exist.
I mean, they do exist. This is true. And so did dinosaurs at some point, man. So I don't know when they existed. All I know there's evidence that they existed. So, I mean, there's a lot of mysteries on this planet that we live on that we got questions to ask God. Got some questions, you know what I'm saying? Like a chicken is a what's up, Higgins? Higgins said a chicken is a dinosaur.
What up, Higgins?
Okay. I don't know.
See,
I mean, they say some of the dinosaurs were smaller than that, like the ones that's been portrayed. You said this earlier. That's been portrayed as, you know, super huge or really small. They say some of them had feathers.
Yeah, I can believe it. I also believe Higgins might be on cloud nine talking about chicken and dinosaur.
I almost spit out my water, dog. Hey, I don't know,
my
bro.
brother probably Popeyes and blowing right now talking about it's a dinosaur.
He looking at that one.
It's a dinosaur. Hey, man. All right, bro. Come on.
He said no, it really is. Google it. Okay, Higgins.
All right.
I let Rob Google it. He looking at the screen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is a chicken a dinosaur? I mean, in that case, a lot of stuff dinosaurs. Is it someone that didn't go? I don't know. How did the chicken make it? Nobody else didn't make it then. How chicken get
No, it
deal?
said yes. Chickens are technically considered living dinosaurs. It said it.
Did you Google it
Evolutionary fact.
first?
He might have. Shoot, I don't know.
Yeah, I did just roll one, but I ain't sparked it yet.
I know my little bro.
You know your brother. You
I know
your
my
brother.
little brother.
But nah, man, it's an interesting question, man. I have these questions, and I am a believer. I fully believe God orchestrated everything. You know what I'm saying? And I think some things that we don't know, he ain't told us. It don't mean it ain't happened. He ain't told us. That's what I say, because it exists.
Yeah. Only
I
thing I say we'd be foolish. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'll say we'd be foolish to think God only created X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an infinite God. And what I said, only created. So, like, other planets probably do have life forms. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why would he waste solar
all
systems?
those planets?
Right.
Right.
And only
like,
have one life form on all the planets.
I think it's there. You know what I mean? I don't think it's there like Hollywood portrays it, but
right.
It's there.
Yeah.
We'd be a fool to think that.
Yeah. So, it is what it is. But yeah, they existed. Man, I kept thinking what I was about to say. But yeah, they existed, man. There's evidence that they existed, and that's that. We don't know when. Those be the questions to ask. Those will be the questions to ask when, after you get through saying holy, holy, holy for 21 hours straight, in God time, which is like 2 million years. God time is different. After you say holy, 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 like, ooh. All right, so where did dinosaurs come from? Then you go back to holy, holy, holy. Nah.
It's not like that.
I know, I'm joking, bro. But yeah, man, hey, we never know.
If you ain't going to heaven, you're gonna be like that bird on the grill.
No. Sizzling chicken like we saw in Nashville. All right, man.